Quora Answers, does Elon Musk have a stuttering disorder, or a similar problem? Elon Musk's brain works faster than his mouth. Next time you see a video of Elon Musk, watch his eye movements. You can see that his eyes move around a lot. In the image, the interviewer is seated to the right of Musk. This is just one of the many instances that the Musk's eyes move around a lot. Excessive eye movements indicate that he is accessing different parts of his brain, seeking different memories at speed. The highly scientific answer can be read upon here with detailed explanations of the biological reasons behind Elon Musk's speech patterns. The simplified reasons behind his speech patterns are as follows. He doesn't practice his speeches at all. Allegedly everything is made up on the spot. He has lots going on, professionally. As of November 2017, Elon holds the following positions: CEO and CTO of SpaceX, CEO and product architect of Tesla Incorporated, CEO of Neuralink, chairman of Solar City, co-chairman of OpenAI, founder of The Boring Company. He is not a public speaker. He's a scientist, a visionary and an entrepreneur, but not a speaker. He's human. It's not uncommon to stutter while giving a speech. It's a human thing to do. Musk is no different to anyone else in that sense. To answer the question directly, I believe this can be seen as stuttering disorder. I hope this provided some clarity as to why Musk stutters during presentations or while giving interviews. Thanks. Let me just disagree on your first point. Because his brain works faster than his mouth. I guess everyone's brain, hopefully, works faster than their mouth. Otherwise, everyone would stutter. Yes, if you're thinking you have a lot eye movement. But stuttering because of this? Nah. I'd say it's simple. 1. He's partly an introvert. 2. He had no experience in speaking in front of a big crowd. 3. He was, especially at the beginning, effing nervous. Dude. One wrong word and the investors get scarred. He was building his dream back then, still is. So he was thinking how to explain something in the best way possible. So he's searching for the right words. It got a lot better in the last few events. I base my assumptions on mainly 2 events. Elon Musk gets the delivery of his McLaren F1. Elon Musk's Model S reveal. As a closet stutterer, I can say with 110% confidence that Elon does stutter, and here is why. Like Elon, my stutter is below the mild indicator, I would say, and on vowels with specific starting words like energy, under, onion, anarchy. I stutter pretty bad. What Elon does during his interviews is that he avoids words that he can't say and finds synonyms, which explains the rapid eye movement and slight pauses. And in my opinion, he does not prepare for his speech, because generally stutterers know what you say by yourself will sound different in public, and this is something I rarely did in college, because when you practice by yourself, your stuttering is almost non-existent. For example, if we're to tell someone, there is a bug underneath your chair, I would rephrase that to, there is a bug beneath your chair, allowing me to have fluency. Otherwise there would be a sharp block, debilitating moment where no sounds come out your throat and facial muscles do not respond to your brain signals in accordance, causing you to pause in some and others sputter the word, underneath. And lastly, when you stutter you just naturally can tell if someone else is a stutterer because of the external case, but more importantly the internal, emotional, signals. I wish Elon would take some of his wealth and invest it in finding a cure for stuttering, which impacts 1%, 76 million, of the world's population. That's like a country of people going, wah wah, what's your name? Hey, I can joke because I can relate. While trying to explain something or when giving an interview I have the same issue. Here is what is going on. Let's assume you ask me a simple question about my field of expertise, water. The question might seem innocent and straightforward, like how do I filter tap water? There is no way I can stop my brain from immediately dive into about a dozen different processes, applications and systems, each with its own peculiarities, physical details, chemical reactions, etc. While all this is machining on in the background, I am trying to understand how deep your understanding is. Try to imagine what result you might possibly be looking for: better taste, no scaling, for your plants, or do you run a secretive biology lab in which you need to set up PCR solutions, as I sometimes do? This generally takes about 2 seconds, and I will in the meantime have uttered some nonsense such as "let me see. Now I think I know what you want and how much you understand," and try to translate technical gibberish in something you can understand. While I do this, my brain and my gaze wander freely inside the years of experience I have on the subject, just to withdraw some trivia that you might be interested in. To make things worse, while I am verbally giving you the answer, my brain will not leave me alone. I will constantly have other details, side notes, interesting facts, and case exceptions coming into my mind. This is quite a nuisance, as generally my mind is already a couple of sentences away from what my tongue is currently still slowly trying to express. And there you have it, wandering gaze, sentences that are at times incoherent, strangely put together, and often repetitive. It is hard to keep walking when your mind is running. Writing is similar. All I've written above was already laid down before I finished the first sentence, and my mind is already thinking about something entirely different but somehow related to the topic. If this is an issue for me, it must be 10 times as hard for Musk. I stuttered when I was younger. But then I realize it's not really stutter but more skipping words, and I didn't always stutter. It was only when I was excited about something because I had so many things to say about it, but my mouth could not keep up. So I realized my brain is much faster than my mouth, and I learned how to slow my brain down. I used a lot of memory tricks, where I think about 5 things at the same time, but instead of saying them quickly, I put it in the back of my head and just focus on one thing and say it slowly. But yet, sometimes when I'm really excited about something, it comes back again and it takes me a few seconds to catch it and slow myself down. I am almost sure Elon Musk has the same issue. I can see it sometimes when he talks. Looking at his body while he talks and at his eyes, I can also see he's quite a shy guy, not as confident as people think he is. But he tries to hold the part, yet you cannot fake your emotions, and his body shows it. Which may often look awkward. As one who stuttered as a child, lost it, then had only some short surprising instances as an adult when under extreme emotional stress, I can relate and intuit when it's happening to others. I also have made it a point to hang out with some highly intelligent people, to the point I used to say about some of them, "He's so smart he can barely talk." I have watched interviews where Elon is forced to talk about something he is uncomfortable with, and when he's uncomfortable with something it seems to really affect him, so his pauses seem to me to be obvious red flags he is calming and controlling himself into not stuttering should his body decide to go there. As for trying to get out every detail in his brain, while not alienating his audience and all the grudging mind cut and paste involved in that, yeah, I can see his mind going a mile a minute, while trying to remember not to interrupt the delicately balanced process by looking an interviewer, or even a cameraman, in the eye. I believe he's an aspie from way back, and is one of the bravest, strongest persons out there given what he has overcome and what he's accomplished. He is not stuttering. He is searching for the right answer. His biographer, Ashley Vance, describes the way Elon communicates. On initial encounter, Musk can come off as shy and borderline awkward. His South African accent remains present but fading, and the charm of it is not enough to offset the halting nature of Musk's speech pattern. Like many an engineer or physicist, Musk will pause while fishing around for exact phrasing, and he'll often go rumbling down an esoteric, scientific rabbit hole without providing any helping hands or simplified explanations along the way. Musk expects you to keep up. None of this is off-putting. Musk, in fact, will toss out plenty of jokes and can be downright charming. It's just that there's a sense of purpose and pressure hanging over any conversation with the man. Musk doesn't really shoot the shit. If you want to learn more, I talk about several ideas I learned from Elon Musk, thinking from first principles, Grand Theft Life, the power of the individual, etc., in this Founders Podcast episode, Elon Musk number 2.